that was Teddy's when he put that on you. That was for that very idea. Dance on playing. I just think Mudrik yet. I actually wonder whether he'll ever be ready. I think Madueke isn't ready, but I'm not sure Mudrik will ever be ready. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. It's 8 months, man. You've got to see a flash. And it's not even a flash.
I was even seeing the game for yesterday when they played against England. Yeah. And honestly, I was like, there he gets the ball. He's going to lose it up on Bele. And from what I saw, I could
exactly
see the
that.
flashes, yeah.
Yannick is saying, thoughts on Jordan Henderson's interview. Yannick, I'll tell you this. He should not have done that interview. He should just have kept quiet instead of sitting there and trying to lie to us through his teeth. It just makes him look bad. Look, it is okay to take the money. It is okay to take the money and go. You do not have to explain every single thing. That interview was a waste of my time. I read that whole story and I was like, what the heck is he saying? Why is he trying? I know PR is good, but come on, just shut up, take the money, go on. Who's asking you?
I don't think there is anyone who's buying the fact that he was attracted to a project in Saudi Arabia and not for the money, and that Steven Gerrard didn't even mention anything.
There is nothing about that interview that is worth repeating. There is nothing truthful about that interview. It was all a PR exercise. He just have kept quiet and went on with
Maybe
life.
The only truth was he felt as if he was not going to start for Liverpool. From the conversation, or he didn't want to
knew
keep him.
Even last season he knew he wasn't going to start. He wasn't going to. He knew. That is a lie. He knew this. He didn't learn that when the offer came and no one tried to keep him. He knew from way before. That interview was a waste of our time. Completely. I keep saying it's good to have all these exclusives, but at some point you're better off just keeping quiet. Let the sleeping dogs lie.
No, that's down on a player, not the interviewers.
No. The interviewer just needs clicks.
Yes.
Needs a good story, needs an explosive story.
Yeah.
It's up for you to figure out what are you saying, why are you saying what you're saying, and what is that you're saying. I did not like it at all. Edwin Victor says, good afternoon, guys. I've heard you saying Pep sort of ruined German football. What are your thoughts about him replacing Southgate in England? Would he succeed? He would succeed.
For sure.
Pep would succeed.
Without a doubt.
Sure.
Yeah.
With the kind of players.
Can you imagine Pep with Foden and Bellingham?
Yeah, and even Bukayo Saka is there.
Yeah, he would.
They
I
have
think
lots of talent, only that... he would do away with the handbrake that is currently on with Southgate right now.
Yes, actually, just before I get to the handbrake, because that's a good question. I was asking about the striker at Euro 96. I was informed too. Thank you so much. Love.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, he could play. Justin says, I think it's time we have a discussion.
He brought on, started off Maddison, Bellingham, Henderson, and I just thought they lacked the directness middle of the park. Yes, they had the ball. They could possess the ball for long periods of time, but I just felt it came to a point that had to come back, play as a 10 or an 8 so that they could move forward. Because look at the assist he gave to Kyle Walker. It was from Hurricane, who was around 4 yards in front of Maguire. It should not be that case. Bellingham and Maddison and Henderson, they were out of place. It was just drama.
Now, first of all, to talk about Gareth Southgate, there was a stat that was pulled out because we're always going to judge England to them winning major trophies. And they've all failed in those games where they've had to play teams that maybe we think they shouldn't beat, but they still don't win. Against the top 10 teams, he's played them around 24 times, and he's only won twice. So that's a big shocker for a team that has immense talent like he has at his disposal right now. This should be the best time for a manager to have players that are growing right now in England. And for him to complain about the team not creating chances or the team lacking directness after the game, while you have all this talent at your disposal, and you saying that you did the substitution so that you can make sure that you don't concede on counter, it just expresses who Gareth Southgate is. He's always pragmatic. And that shouldn't be the case right now for England. They should be thinking about using these guys that you have up front to score 4 or 5 goals against Ukraine and you even winning the Euros next year.
One, yes, he's pragmatic. He's a safety first guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's careful. He's actually weirdly anti-English, because England is normally let's just go. You know, so he's a bit anti-English in that. Like, let's bomb forward. He's a bit anti-English in that. I also think the problem is he tries to please everyone.
What sense? The players.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the lineup that started yesterday was 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Madison was in the right side of midfield.
Yeah.
Henderson and Rice were there.
Yeah.
And then you had Bellingham starting loosely on the left.
Yeah. A bit advanced.
Yeah, a bit on the left, because it's essentially a 4-3-3, him, Harry Kane and Saka.
Yeah.
I think that lineup is wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's the first mistake. He's trying, Madison has been so good. Ange ball. Well, I have to put him. But you know,
He's always that thing with merit, so that's meritocracy.
No. Hold on.
Just messed up.
Just because just because everyone has been good doesn't mean you have to play them, all of them. You have to do what? You have to put a team that fits the most in an 11.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Argentina were the biggest, were the worst examples of this. When they would try to put everyone in the same team. Sergio Kun Aguero, Messi, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And it just would never work. It only worked when they started removing some of them. When they got a pragmatic coach who started saying, guys, it's the best team, not necessarily the best 11.
Yeah.
The best team. And then it works. Because you are trying to have Madison and Bellingham in the same team. And at the same time, you have Rice and you have Henderson. You don't see like there is an overkill on one side. Like, yeah, so you're having to play both. Because both Madison and Bellingham are out of position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for what? Just so that you can fit them in the team. How about you sacrifice and just play one? How about you change this formation into 4-2-3-1 and you sit Rice, Henderson, and then up front you put Bellingham, because I think Bellingham deserves to play as
a 10.
As a 10 or as the you put Bellingham on one side, you put Saka on one side, and then you cannot decide whether you want to put Madison slightly to the left, or you go with the obvious selection, which is put Rashford on the left and then put Harry Kane.
Oh, okay. Or Phil Foden.
Or Phil Foden, Phil Foden or Rashford on one side or the other. How about, like, just put square pegs in square holes. Stop trying to cram everyone into the team and then everyone out of the team. Like, because it's almost like a media 11. Madison has been so good, we have to play him. So we play him, but we play him slightly out of position. He's not that position. He's not where he played yesterday, so why? How about you just change your system to suit the players you have and then put square pegs in square holes? You don't have to have the same, but you can't have Bellingham playing wide dish left.
Yes, you can't.
No.
Yeah, especially if you've been watching La Liga.
Exactly. Secondly, we all keep talking about England having a great squad. I think England have a few really star players, but I don't think England has a world star-studded team.
Think about that front five.
Let's go through it. Harry Kane is world class, yes, I agree. Bukayo Saka is special.
Yeah.
Bellingham is special.
Yeah.
I don't think Madison is that special in that group. He's in the rank lower. Rice could be in that group. I mean, 105 million. He could probably pass there.
Sure.
Henderson isn't.
Yeah, Henderson isn't.
Chilwell isn't. Maguire isn't. Gihi isn't. Kyle Walker is.
He is.
Pickford isn't.
Reverse Gehi for Stones.
Stones is injured.
Stones is.
Stones is.
Yes. So out of the team last night, maybe 3-4 guys there you could say, So even if you pick your best English team, how much of it is world class? How much of it is the team that should be doing great things?
No, if you're, for example, the question we had about if Pep Guardiola would be in this team, definitely the emphasis is going to be on the front five on the attacking side, and that's where the star players are.
No.
So you're using that to your advantage.
No. Let's leave the Pep argument alone. In this team, how much of it has world class? Like, how many players in the English team? Pick your best English team. best starting 11. We have 5 world-class players in them.
Yeah, we do.
I think we have 5.
There's Kane.
There is. Let's assume Stones is world-class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ken.
Stones, and I'm not sure he's really world-class, but he can pass for world-class.
Yes.
So pick Stones and Kyle Walker at the back. Those two. Then pick in midfield Declan Rice. And it's at a push, but okay. I'm not really convinced. But let me give you that for now, though it's with an asterisk.
Yeah.
Like the bubble championship is with an asterisk. And then Saka.
Yes.
And then Harry Kane. And then
Bellingham.
I'm on 6. Foden doesn't even get into the team. But I could put... Foden potentially can be world-class.
Yeah.
He potentially can be world-class.
Rashford can't.
No, not yet.
Luke
Nowhere.
Ah, come on.
Nah. Decent.
Luke
Luke Shaw is better than Chilwell. He's better than Chilwell. He's in the very good.
Yes.
Yeah. So I first of all...
That's
So
more
I also look at it and I ask...
that's more than half the team now.
That's 6 players.
6 players.
Yes, that's 6 players.
Yes,
But the other 5 aren't, and on the bench there is none.
But they're decent. The other
They're
5 are
decent, yeah, but
Harry Kane never
my
put-
point is they are not world class. Like my point is they are a bit. The only argument that you actually would be throwing my way is Italy won the Euro with a squad that was barely that had no world class player.
Insigne.
Nah. Italy won. Like that's the argument. If you're throwing that argument at me, I'm taking it. I'm like, yeah, by the way, you know that Italy team, man. That's why their best player was who? Was not Donnarumma? Was not the player of the Euros? Was it Donnarumma? I think so.
I think he was.
He was.
So you
It went down to
He was.
penalty.
if you are throwing me that argument, I'm buying it, Sammy. I'm like, yeah. By the way, they don't, maybe you don't necessarily have to have
you
proper
don't
world
need
class,
that.
and then you can turn back and throw me the other one and say, but James, now even this Argentina team that won the World Cup, they had Messi and Di Maria and
Martinez in goal.
yeah,
Martinez.
but yeah, it was sprinkled a bit. But even in 10 years, when you think about that team, you'll only remember Martinez, Messi, Alvarez, Enzo, Di Maria, and McAllister.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah, so it's the same kind of
no,
thing.
you're remembering Acuna.
Cunha Otamendi.
And Montiel
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
and Romero.
Romero, why?
So you somehow
Best
buying the
defender.
argument that probably England they can achieve.
No.
more.
I have no debate that Southgate isn't the right guy.
Yeah.
He was good in bringing them here.
Yes. So it was a long journey.
But guy who's actually wants something to take them there. You understand?
Yeah.
He was great in uniting them. This England team, everyone is now chummy. There are no more cliques. You know, they're all together. They all hug and make up every day. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
But now they need a nasty guy to say, guys, let's go to the top.
That I agree.
And the top is not subbing off Bellingham and leaving Henderson in the game.
Yes.
It was
Like,
I was even surprised.
He
with the
basically
sub.
removed all his attacking players
Yeah,
and
got
left.
rid of-
Yeah.
Yeah, he got rid of Bellingham and Maddison.
And Maddison and
yeah,
Saka.
Yeah, wasn't even past the half, the hour mark.
He has to be
And,
better.
and his understanding was for him not to concede on counters.
Come on.
But also the fact that someone like Conor Gallagher gets into this team itself should scare you.
I was even surprised.
Yeah, definitely with some of the players
And no,
being injured and
he
some
has
withdrawing.
he has no business being there. Conor Gallagher. What is the rationale for him being in any national team?
Yeah, no, for Gallagher, I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't understand for
Eh,
that.
so-
I thought Raheem Sterling would have made it to the team though.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, forward players, he'll say he has a lot more. Because he'll say, I've got Saka and I've got Eberechieze, and it's better to develop, Eberechieze, I've got Saka, and I've got
Foden.
Phil Foden, and I
Rashi.
could play Maddison there, I could play Rashford there, so Sterling, it's that kind of argument. It's not solid.
Yeah.
I'm not selling it here, but you can see why you'd look at Sterling and think, let's move beyond Sterling. I get that.
You
I
forgot.
just think he also needs to move beyond Maguire.
But now the question is because
But there's not much else behind it.
yes, John Stones is the next guy who could be the leader.
Yes.
And then after that, it's a drop off to a guy I had rated so highly in Fikauti Tomori.
Yeah, and
And
Gehi.
then McGahey.
Gehi is
Gehi-
alright. And Dunk. He's
Yeah,
a Dunk.
yes.
Yes, team is
He's
world class.
advanced.
It has Dunk. Hey, yeah.
He played for Chelsea.
Hey, yeah,
Pistol.
yeah. Dunk Oula
Or Brighton.
Brighton.
No, I was talking about Gehi.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a Chelsea boy.
To your Palace.
Mm.
Premier League, all on DSTV. All the goals, clashes, and moments. All of Rashford, Salah, and Saka. All in the language of your choice. All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from. On all these devices. Dial *423# or download my DSTV app to get a DSTV HD decoder with 1 month of family for just 2,999 Kenya